listening to the top half of inning number 5 here on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Brush Grocery Cart. Welcome home to your hometown grocery store featuring Morgan County's largest variety, the Brush Grocery Cart. And Equitable Savings and Loan, Northeast Colorado's hometown savings and loan with locations in Brush and Fort Morgan, bringing you the game here this afternoon. The Beat Diggers lead at 6-3. And Mead scoring 1 run on no hits. There were 2 brush errors in that bottom of the 4th. It's Coyote Cohen, then top of the order for the Beat Diggers here in the 5th. Cohen takes a hack and hits it out into right center field. The dive and the ball. Is it a catch? A center fielder trying to make the case that he made the catch. The field umpire was situated right around second base. He calls it a single. And Coach Parrish of the Mavericks wants to ask and get some clarification. It was a nice dive out there by the center fielder for Mead. That is Griffin Nelson. Made a heck of a play. Going to call it a single for Cohen. So Cohen, a single and a double in the ball game now. And now top of the order, Gregory Maris to the plate. Maris has walked twice and grounded out. Scored once in the ball game. Pitch comes home high for a ball. Now with the runner on base, let's see how much Colby Grind slows down his work here. Worked incredibly slowly with runners on base in the last half inning. Now he's coming home with this ball hit out into left center field. Both fielders going for it. It is going to be Griffin Nelson, the center fielder, making the catch. There's one out. Nelson and John Brady were both on it. They got very close to each other, but the center fielder, Nelson, was able to make the catch. So Jesus Cardenas comes to the plate now. His last time up, he struck out, but reached on the air by the catcher. The ball got away. And he came around to score. That turned out to be a pretty big error in that inning. Beat Diggers lead at 6-3. Fastball goes outside for a ball. Coyote Cohen on at first base with 1 out. Top of the 5th inning. Colby Grind works out of the stretch. Cardenas showed bunt, but he pulled it back. The pitch turned out to be a ball. Hunter Lease, the third baseman, starting to creep in now. Middle infielders playing back at double play depth. There's a fastball that missed outside, I guess. Pretty close to the zone, but it's called a ball. So Jesus Cardenas looking to the 3-0 pitch. Showing bunt early on the 3-0. That's ball 4. So put runners on first and second now here in the 5th. And Christian Valles comes to the plate. 1 for 3 in the ball game. Doesn't have a double, and he scored a run back in that first inning. Going out to a very short lead at second base. Now starts to creep out. Pitch comes home and catches the outside corner for strike 1. Bias digging back in there. Both infielders checking Coyote Cohen at first or at second base. Now they get back into their positions, and the pitch coming home. Inside pitch is flat foul, and that one will just narrowly miss heading down into the pond. Elias with an 0-2 count. strikeout victim his last time up. Now he's got an 0-2 count again. Punch one through a hole here. Takes a look at called strike 3. Mead Digger fans will claim that one to be low and outside. So 2 down now, runners on first and second. That brings up Shea Hansen. Hansen's got 2 singles and a double and 4 RBIs in the ballgame. Mavericks haven't been able to get him out. He gets this one into right field. West Bank making the long run. That's going to fall short, and he's going to dive forward. He's not going to get to it. 1 run is going to score. I think we have to call that an error. That's tough for Hansen. But an error by the right fielder. 1 run will come across. Cohen will score run number 7 of the ballgame. Cardenas will make it to third. And Hansen makes it to second. So now runners on second and third. And Colby Whaler comes to the plate 0 for 3 in the game. Put the ball in play all 3 times. Takes a look at called strike 1. Cardenas at third, Hansen at second. 2 down, top of the 5th. Rush leading it now 7-3. This ball chopped the plate, going to go foul. Count drops to 0-2 on Whaler. Runners off their leads at second and third. Pitch comes home. Waved at, missed for strike 3. Inning comes to a close, but the Mead Diggers do push another run across. They lead it now 7-3, heading to the bottom of the 5th here on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. A couple of changes for you here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. New pitcher in the ballgame, Gregory Mayers. He moves in from third base to pitch. Mitch Vermollen goes over to third base, and Ken Garcia moves to first base. So jumble around the infield there. 4 innings pitched for Ken Garcia, and he gave up 3 runs in the game, and those were 2 of those runs were earned. Struck out 3, walked 4. Gave up 3 hits in those 4 innings as well. In line for the win here. Again, no lights here at the ball field at Mead High School, and it is getting darker, the cloud cover, making it seem a little darker than it should be. Griffin Nelson at the plate, center fielder for Mead. Mayers brings the heat and delivers it out for ball 1. Throwing a little harder than Garcia was. Zips this one in for a strike. Count evens up, a ball and a strike. Brings this one down low. Count will move 2-1. Mayers working out of the full windup. Looks that one outside now, and the count goes 3-1. Definitely got a little bit more zip than Garcia did. The 3-1 pitch from Gregory Mayers. Took something off that one, and the count goes full. Froze Nelson on it. He wasn't sure what to do. So now the payoff pitch. Swung on and hit foul territory. That's going to make it out of play over on the left side. Vermollen trying to track it down, but he didn't have enough room to get that one. Seventh pitch of the at-bat here on the way for Griffin Nelson. Mayers fires home. Check swing. Did he go? Big question. He went. So he went around, and there's out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring up Hunter Lease He is 1 for 1 in the ball game. Also walked and scored. Pitch comes inside for a ball. Lease was able to check the swing there. There's ready to work. Slapped out on the right side. That's going to drop in there for a base hit. Colin, the second baseman, tracks it out in shallow right field, but it is a single. Just slapped out the opposite way by Hunter Lease. And that'll bring up Wes back, the right fielder. 1 for 2 in the game, a single. Stole a bag and has scored in the game. 1 down with a runner on. Ken Garcia, the first baseman now. Holding Lease on at first. Ayers fires home outside. They're going to check the runner at first. Tag put on, but he's safe. Nice toss by Trevor Blake down to first base. Runner is back. Pitch was a ball to West back. So the 1-0 on the way. Pop sky high. Who's got it? Garcia. No, they're not talking, but Trevor Blake does get it. The catcher is able to make the play. Garcia got called off by Blake, and Blake makes the catch, so 2 down. Runner on first base, and that'll bring up John Brady. John Brady tried to lay down the sacrifice, did lay down the sacrifice bunt, but ended up reaching on an error in the second inning, and then he struck out in the third. Fastball delivered outside for a ball. Bears takes a moment, takes cap off, shakes things out. Now he's ready to go. 94 pitches in those 4 innings for Ken Garcia. Now Gregory Myers is on. Delivers a strike on the outside corner. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bears out of the stretch. Fires home a little low, the check of the runner at first base, and he's back. So the count moves to 2 balls and a strike. 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Mead Deer's leading this one 7-3. You're on the road at Mead High School. Pitch swung through and missed for strike 2. So the count evens up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Might be starting to get a sprinkle or 2 here. Runner going. The pitch is low for a ball. It gets away from Blake. Runner's going to round second, head for third. Here's the throw, and he is out at third base. So the inning comes to a close. It is a stolen bag. And then the runner's caught stealing. 2-5 for the third out. So we'll head to the 6th inning. The Mead Deers lead at 7-3 here on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.